Welcome to the Feed Decoded, the show where we scroll through billionaires' tweets so you don't have to. I'm Sarah, and today an AI just outperformed human doctors at spotting cancer.
And I'm Alex. We'll get to the robot doctors, but first, 21,000 startups are begging for venture capital in a single batch. Let's go.
Wait, back up. 21,000? Are you serious? Do we even have that many unused domain names left on the internet?
Barely. But let's start with the medical breakthrough. Look at the data, Sarah. Google CEO at Sundar Pichai just tweeted that their experimental AI identified more cancer cases than conventional methods.
Hold on. The AI is a doctor now? Does it also make you sit in a waiting room for an hour reading a magazine from 2014?
Historically speaking, yes, but virtually. It's designed to assist clinicians and reduce their workloads, not replace them. But the real engine behind Google's push is getting an upgrade. Google's @official Logan K just announced Gemini Embedding 2, a new SOTA multimodal model.
Okay, in English, please, Alex. SOTA multimodal embedding? That sounds like an expensive spa treatment for a motherboard.
It means the AI understands text, images, and video all at once. In fact, Sundar also tweeted it now helps you build complex sheets 9 times faster.
Oh, so it just does corporate busy work. I can finally ignore my spreadsheets at 9 times the speed.
Exactly. You can now make catastrophic financial errors before you've even finished your morning coffee. This AI dominance isn't sudden, though. DeepMind CEO at Demishasabi's reminded everyone that the modern era started 10 years ago with AlphaGo's legendary Move 37.
Are you serious? 10 years? I was still learning how to use an air fryer a decade ago, and the robots were already playing 4D chess.
They were, and now everyone wants a piece of the pie. Tech CEO Matilda Collin tweeted she's joining Y Combinator, where over 21,000 companies just applied.
21,000. Are there even that many people left in San Francisco who know how to code?
No, they just asked Gemini to write the code and then pitch it to venture capitalists. Which is why Y Combinator founder Paul Graham issued a reality check. Churn is the worst reason to have slow growth. It means people try the product and don't like it.
Wait, churn? Like butter? These tech bros are churning butter now to survive the market?
That is not what that means. Churn is customers leaving, though artisanal butter might actually be more profitable than half these AI startups. Speaking of founders, tech commentator Michael McNair says arguing Elon Musk's success is just narrative control functions as a useful litmus test for analytical judgment.
I feel like I'm the only one who didn't know you needed a chemical litmus test just to tweet about Elon.
Close. Let's pivot to geopolitics. Political outlet At The Hill tweeted that Joe Rogan says Trump supporters feel betrayed by an insane Iran war.
Wait, since when is Joe Rogan the Secretary of State? Did I miss a very weird election?
It gets messier. Journalist Jeremy Scahill tweeted that Trump told an astonishing lie about Iranian negotiators wanting to build nuclear weapons.
So, we have AI curing cancer and building spreadsheets 9 times faster, but humans are still just lying about nukes on the internet?
Yes. Which is probably why Paul Graham logged off from all that to tweet about a golden age watch brand I bet they won't be resuscitating.
After all that doom and gloom, he's just looking at old watches? That's his coping mechanism?
Historically speaking, when the world is arguing about AI dominance and nuclear fallout, hyperfixating on a vintage pocket watch is the only rational response.
That's all for today's Feed Decoded. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button right now and ring the bell so you never miss us decoding the chaos.
We'll be back when an AI learns how to churn butter. Good night.